Jai Shri Radhesham and welcome back to Sarva Shakti. Kalki Purana, Shri Kalki Purana Chapter 4, Shri Kalki Avatara Ki Jai. Padmavati receives a benediction from Lord Shiva. Text 1. Sutta Goswami said, O great sages, thereafter the Supreme Lord Kalki, who is the personification of religious principles, described to the king the duties of Brahmanas while sitting in the royal assembly, appearing just like a brilliant sun. 2. Lord Kalki said, when the final dissolution of the universe will take place, everyone, even Lord Brahma, will be annihilated. At that time, the entire universe will become merged within me. In the beginning, only I exist, and thereafter all living entities and elements emanate from me. 3. After the final dissolution, the entire universe remained unmanifest, and there was no one except the Supersoul. Then, at the end of that long and dark night, I manifest my universal form in order to enact the pastimes of material creation. 4. That universal form of mine has thousands of heads, thousands of eyes, and thousands of legs. From the mouth of the universal form came the supremely powerful Brahma, who spoke the 4 Vedas. 5 and 6. In accordance with my order, which is as good as the Vedas, the omniscient Brahma began his work of creating the living entities, who are my separate parts and parcels, as well as the time factor and the planetary systems. In the beginning, Brahma created progenitors, manus, demigods, and human beings. 7. Although all of them are my parts and parcels, they engage in different kinds of activities by the arrangements of Maya, under the dictation of the 3 modes of material nature. As a result, all moving and non-moving living entities are materially designated. 8. All moving and non-moving living entities are my separate parts and parcels, although they appear to be products of Maya. At the end, everyone will merge into me. The Brahmanas and other members of the social order are just like parts of my body. 9. The Brahmanas always worship me by the performance of devotional activities such as sacrifice, study of the Vedas, undergoing austerities, and giving charity. 10. The twice-born devotees who preach the purports of the Vedas and who are themselves personifications of the Vedas please me to such an extent that no one of the demigods or anyone else can. 11. The Vedic knowledge is spread only by the work of those who are twice born. All the living entities in this world who are my parts and parcels are being protected by the Vedas. Therefore, it is to be concluded that those who are twice born are the principal instruments for maintaining my body. 12. That is why I offer my obeisance to the Brahmanas from my position in the mode of pure goodness. Those who are twice born are the shelter of everyone, and they serve me, considering me to be the basis of the entire universe. 13. Vishakayupa said, My dear Lord, kindly describe to me the characteristics of a genuine Brahmana. In what way do they render devotional service unto you? It appears that their words carry the weight of Vedic injunctions by your mercy. 14. Lord Kalki said, I exist beyond the realm of visible moving and non-moving entities. As described in the Vedas, I am celebrated as the non-manifest Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vedas are manifest in various forms through the mouths of the Brahmanas. 15. The religion of the Brahmanas is to render pure devotional service unto me. Being pleased by their devotional service, I incarnate along with Goddess Lakshmi in every millennium. 16. A sacred thread should be prepared by either married or unmarried brahmanas, ladies. They should take 3 strands of thread and fold them to make 6 circles. 17. According to the injunctions of the Vedas, the sacred thread should consist of 6 circles of thread. I should divide one's back into 2 halves. It should divide one's back into 2 halves as it hangs from the shoulder to the navel. 18. Such a sacred thread should be worn by Brahmanas who study the Yajurveda. The sacred thread for those who study Samaveda should hang below the navel. This is the Vedic injunction. When the sacred thread is placed over the left shoulder, it gives one strength. 19. It is the duty of those who are twice born to mark the forehead with tilak made of clay, ash or sandalwood paste. Marking the body with tilak is a limb of devotional service. The Brahmanas decorate their forehead with tilak, beginning with the nose up to the hairline. 20. The length of one's tilak should be 3 fingers. It is said that Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva reside within the marking of the tilak. Therefore, simply by seeing a person's tilak, one becomes freed from sinful reactions. 21. The heavenly planets are present in the hands of a Brahmana. Their words are non different from the Vedas. Sacrificial ingredients also exist in the hands of a Brahmana. In his body reside all the holy places and attachments for religious principles, as well as the 3 modes of material nature resides within the navel. 22. The Gayatri Mantra is a Brahmana's necklace. In his heart is the residence of the Supreme Brahman. Religious principles reside on a Brahmana's chest, and irreligion resides on his back. 23. O king, the Brahmanas are considered to be the real leaders of society, and so it is the duty of everyone to worship them and show them respect by greeting them cheerfully. Even though the Brahmanas may belong to any of the 4 ashram, they always preach my mission as their prime occupation. 24. Even young Brahmana boys are enriched with transcendental knowledge and austerity. For this reason, they are very dear to me. Indeed, I incarnate within the material world just to show the truth of their statements, which are always based upon the Vedas. 25. By hearing these discussions of those who are twice born, good fortune will prevail, as all of one's sinful reactions are vanquished. Indeed, by such submissive hearing, one can be freed of the contamination of Kali, so that no anxiety or fear will be able to enter his heart. 26. After hearing these discussions, which destroy the contaminations of Kali from the lotus-like mouth of Kalki, the exalted Vaishnav king, Visakayupa, departed with a purified mind. 27. The day passed and evening approached when the supremely intelligent Shuka, who was favored by Lord Shiva, arrived before Lord Kalki after wandering about at his will. He offered his obeisance to Lord Kalki and then stood before him with folded hands. 28. Upon seeing Shuka, who was reciting prayers, Lord Kalki smilingly said, "May you achieve auspiciousness. Where are you coming from? What have you eaten?" 29. Shuka said, "My dear Lord, I will tell you something of great interest, and so please hear me with attention. I have just visited the island known as Simhala, which is situated in the middle of the ocean." 30. Please listen to the wonderful characteristic of that island, which is ruled over by a king named Vrihadratha. He has a beautiful daughter whose qualities are like nectar, and which are very pleasing to hear about. 31. The girl was born from the womb of Queen Kaumudi. One who hears of her divine qualities is relieved of all sinful reactions. That island is inhabited by the members of all the 4 Varnas. 32. The island is decorated with beautiful palaces, residential quarters, agricultural fields and cities, many gates and pillars. bedecked with the jewels and crystal have been erected here and there. Indeed, the entire island shines like gold. 33. On that island resides many nicely dressed women who are decorated with auspicious characteristics. There are many beautiful lakes in which cranes and swans are seen playing. 34. These lakes were filled with lotus flowers and water lilies, and they are surrounding by gardens filled with jasmine and other variety of flowers. Bumblebees hover over those flowers, being intoxicated by their aroma and honey. Everywhere there are seen beautiful gardens, bushes and creepers. 35, 36. That beautiful island is ruled by the pious king Vrihadratha. His daughter, named Padmavati, is certainly glorious and possessed of a spotless reputation. Such a talented girl, possessing matchless beauty, is a very rarely found within the three worlds. Just by seeing her, one is reminded of Rati, the enchanter of the mind of Cupid. She is a wonderful creation of the Creator, and her characteristics are simply wonderful. 37. She worships Lord Shiva along with her companions. As Parvati is respected and worshipped by all, this princess is adored by one and all. In the association of her friends, she remains fully absorbed in chanting mantras and meditating on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 38. Understanding that Kamala, whose face is exquisitely beautiful and who is very dear to Lord Hari, has incarnated within this world, Shankara, the lord of the demigods, along with Parvati, joyfully came to see her. 39. Upon seeing Lord Shiva and Parvati before her, eager to bestow upon her a benediction, Padmavati shyly stood with her head bent down, being unable to utter a sound. 40. Lord Shiva said, O fortunate one, you will receive Lord Narayan as your husband. He will joyfully accept your hand in marriage. Rest assured that there is no other prince on earth who is suitable match for you. 41. Anyone who lastly casts his glance upon you will immediately be transformed into a woman, regardless of his age. 42. Whatever they be, demigods, demons, nagas, gandharvas, charanas, or anyone else, if they simply desire to enjoy a conjugal relationship with you, they will immediately transform into woman. 43, 44. Whoever this course is not applicable to Lord Hari, who is your only husband. It is only applicable to others. Now, you may give up your penance and return home. Do not give any further trouble to your tender body, which is the object for the attainment of great happiness. O lover of Hari, O Kamala, please take care of your soft and gentle body. After awarding his benediction to Padmavati, Lord Shiva disappeared from view. 45. Having received her desired benediction from Lord Shiva, Padmavati happiness knew no bounds, so that her face blossomed brightly. She then offered her obeisance to Uma and Mahadev and returned home. Har Har Mahadev ki Jai. Thus ends the translation of the 4th chapter of Sri Kalki Purana. Sri Kalki Purana ki Jai, Sri Kalki Avatar ki Jai. In the next episode, we will continue with chapter 5, Padmavati's Swayamvara. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next.